It's a pretty normal looking Corvette. I wonder what the gimmick of this video is gonna be. Oh my god, it's even stupider than I thought it'd be. You know what, let me go ahead and give you guys just a little sneak peek of this thing. Yeah, this is no normal LT1 in a Corvette. They even twist the chassis when you rev it. Oh my god, it won't stop. Look at that. I'm idling in gear and it just spins the tires like that. Yeah, time to show you guys this abomination that I just made. You know, I feel like I should preface this segment just by saying that this is mostly going to be a BeamNG video. I'm really just here in automation just to talk you through the build, talk you through the specs of everything. Because, I mean, I know why you guys are here. And so we'll be focusing on that, of course. Everything else is literally just a base, like, 1980 something spec C4 Corvette. And so if you guys really want to know, you know, what else makes up this car, then ask ChatGPT, because that's what I did, and then just copied everything into the build. In fact, that's usually what I do for all these, you know, this car but weird episodes that I have done and will do. So go ahead and check those out if you haven't already. And now for the kicker, right? The big honkin' V8, which makes a whopping 340,000. Wait, hold on. I'm an overhead here. 3,400 horsepower at 7,300 RPM. The whole thing is pretty much failing, you know, so in an actual automation game, this thing would be terrible. But somehow it's very fuel efficient. WES 11 is actually really good if you guys have played an automation campaign. But I suppose I should answer why I built this, because I wanted to do a little thing where I take the tiniest engine possible and put the biggest supercharger on it, have a super clickbaity title, you know, the whole shabam. But automation does this thing where your supercharger size scales with your engine, and so I didn't want to have just a tiny engine. And so I built the biggest engine I could possibly fit into this Corvette, which is a... oh my god. It's a 21.6 liter V8. It is built to the teeth. I had to max out the quality just so it would not shred itself. And the supercharger itself is 16.2 liters. That is... what is that actually? I drive a 2.0T, so that's like 8 of my car's engines in the supercharger. Yeah, this thing's wild. Honestly, I could probably get it to make more horsepower, but it would, in fact, shred itself. And so this is the theoretical limit of a... how big was it? 21.5 liter engine. And usually I would listen to it, but there's enough in the video. It's a very loud engine. You guys are going to be hearing a lot of it. And so, with that being said, let's get into BeamNG and see what this thing is capable of. Also, one final note. Everything else has been relatively untouched. This is still just a C4 Corvette with a massive engine put in. Exactly if you saw some like crazy YouTube build video where some guy did this in his garage. Which reminds me of a video where this guy put like an M40 something like patent like tank engine from World War II into a Mustang. I haven't seen it in years, so I wonder if he actually finished it. But essentially that's the same thing, so like medium tires, just regular solid disc brakes, you know, no special anything. I gave it ABS just so it's drivable, but for the most part, that's it. I'll see you in BeamNG. You know, I was about to mention something about that yellow Corvette back there, but it appears someone has gotten in my way. Excuse you. Okay, before we go ahead and look at that thing sitting right there, we're gonna go ahead and just look at the regular old C4 Corvette. As I probably mentioned, it's got an LT1 from the 80s, and as usual, I copied all the specs from ChatGPT into this car. So it's pretty much as close as you can get to a real C4 Corvette in automation in BeamNG. And initial impressions are that it loves to do burnouts. In fact, this thing really needs traction control, which I didn't put it on because I figured it's from the 80s, probably didn't have it. But it loves to kick the rear out. Thusly, from 300 horsepower, it's to be expected. You know, I copied the exact, or at least it's pretty close to the exact torque curves and stuff, power curves from the actual LT1. Makes about 300 horsepower and 350 foot-pounds of torque. So I believe they're about 10 over what the actual engine made. You know, I couldn't get it perfect. Oh boy. Cops. Yeah, and I'm starting to see why people recommend not getting a Corvette as your first car. Because I always really wanted one. And this thing is a riot. Holy shit. Oh man. Turn. Drift it. Come on, recover. Oh man. Not stopping that easy. We're too rednecks to be stopped by cops like that. Weirdly, just peppering the throttle mid-drift really fixes it. Oh my god, it's honestly, despite what it looks like, pretty easy to get on with. Nothing? Yeah, one of the few weird things is you can just see through the taillights. It's automation. It does weird things. Oh my god. What the hell, man? Like they put GSP in this game. Yeah, I suppose the last thing I should mention is I don't know if the C4 Corvette actually came with T-tops or not. I put it on because I thought it looked really good. But if they didn't, somebody needs to like make these for a Corvette because this looks amazing. But now, moving on. Hold on, let me shut this off. Here we go. Moving on. Yeah, once again, chassis twists.
So much torque. The chassis twisted coming off the line.
How about just launching this thing? God. The supercharger doesn't even stay spooled up. That's crazy. No matter what gear you're in, it just does not put the power down. I'm going like quarter throttle in 4th gear, and it's just everywhere. Oh my god. No, tree. You again. Okay, see if I can actually drive this thing. Also, having that just in the middle of your sight line is kind of sweet. Can't even lie. Actually, let me try something here. Shift into 6th gear. I didn't change anything from the stock Corvette, except it does have a 6-speed manual. I'm sure the original had a 5-speed, so, you know, hate me. I don't care. Looks like with this engine, literally just idling in 6th gear, we're speeding. Wait, can we get them to like chase me while idling? Hold on. They chase you for speeding, so what if I speed past them? Speed limit's 40. We're going over the speed limit at idle. Come on, chase me. No. Why are they stopping? Oh, crap. Oh, no. How scared he is. I won't even get near this thing. Okay, back to idle. I'll say, I wonder if there's any turns coming up that, like, we actually have to brake for. Without even getting up. Excuse me. What's his problem? Excuse me? police chase. Oh no, no, no. No worry. Excuse me. Excuse me, I'm trying to drive here. I'm overheating over here. Can you move, please? But you know what? With a supercharger like this thing does not belong on the streets. Let's take it to where it actually belongs. Oh man, I wanted to get this guy to drag race me, but I think I am a little in over my head. I don't even... What am I doing here? Alright guys, I'll find a solution and we'll see a drag race. Trust. You know, hold on. I don't know if this works, if that's like counted as like a player vehicle still. Hold on. Can I get it to switch control vehicle? No, not this. AI. If I get them to chase me, would it drag race me here? Oh. Wrong way, buddy. Maybe I gotta help him out here. You're a little stuck there, pal. Just inching forward. Man, this is sad to watch. He's getting the hang of it. He's getting the hang of it for sure, right? Okay, switch this guy. I need this guy to set his cruise control super high so he can drag race me. I'll make so much. A little bit. Good enough. Pause the game. Now here's the thing I don't know. If I set the cruise control super high... Oh, it doesn't even work. Maybe I have to like unpause it. Probably. Cruise control. Here we go. If I set this like super high and I switch vehicles, is it just gonna do it for my car or will it do it for this one? It better do it for this one. I think the top speed on this thing is like 200 maybe, like 190. It's definitely not gonna get above that by the end of the track. Would have said it's 200. 201. And it's given up. It won't even rev. Set cruise control. Okay, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna switch vehicles. And I guess I'm gonna have to put a timer up on screen because I don't know who else to do a drag race. Okay, screw it. Here we go. I think I have to put him in motion here. I'll just give him a head start. I screwed up his launch. Surely 3,000 horsepower can catch him. See you, buddy. If I can just make it to the finish line on my own side. Wait, stop. Come back. Why is he smoking? I gotta warn him, the track ends. Oh, crap. I think that crash just took his last brain cell. Okay, that was scuffed. Okay. I guess we'll skip on the drag race this time, and I'll figure out how to do that for the next video. I guess I'll see you on the track test. Okay, so just to make this even possible, I went back to automation, and I lengthened the final drive, and I gave it stability control just to give it a chance at putting power to the ground. It's still on at like the medium compound tires, which is probably a mistake in my opinion, now that I'm realizing it, but I don't want to go back and fix it, so we're going to try this. And you might be wondering, oh, did I, screw up the editing? Like, why am I not doing the control car first? That's because I think this thing is going to suck. Driving this is a pain in my rear. And so I want to do a lap here and then just see how much faster the original actually is, because I know this thing is going to take me a lot of tries. So without further ado, let's see what this thing can do. Okay, it's, this is a start, It's already, oh no. Come on, turn, oh my god. And it's just it's trying to do the lap on its own. I let off the controller as soon as I spun. There it goes. Okay, let's try this again. Oh man, what if I just immediately go into 6th gear? 5th. Alright. It's bogged down. Not healthy for the engine, but it's a video game, that's the point. Oh man, understeer. I think it has so much weight over the front tires. It does nothing for it. Nah, it's got nothing. You can use the throttle to kick the rear out. Come on, save it. No, like, oh no. I'm in sport mode now. I was in comfort, that's why. See, I can, like, feel traction control just cutting the throttle, but it's not doing anything. Turn the car. Traction control is... I'm full throttle, it will not accelerate. It will not rev. That is crazy. I lost my splitter. Okay, sport mode's going off. It's actually not letting me drive the car. This thing makes so much power, traction control just stops you from accelerating. That is crazy. Most racing drivers would tell you not to coast. You want to be on the brakes and on the gas at pretty much all times, but this car is the coasting car. This is literally like a tenth of the throttle. Any higher and it just spins completely. Oh my god, that was literally nothing. Literally the only way you can get a lap in this thing is if you don't drive it. If you drive it like a soccer mom, you might actually live to see tomorrow. Oh my god, brake. It has the stock brakes. They're actually really good. Maybe I'm just not driving very fast. I can see both of those being true. Okay, final corner. Understeer. I really don't want to hit the gas because it just oversteers like that. There's literally nothing. God, it doesn't turn. It's a Corvette. This is a sports car. Full throttle. Full throttle, please. Oh my god, that was terrible. I think the base G-Wagon put up a faster lap than this. I'm actually gonna have to put a clip of that. I made just a plain old G-Wagon. It's faster. It makes 3,000 horsepower. This is terrible. Now look, a 132. Just look at how fast the original C4 is going to go compared to this. You know what? I don't even have any remarks about this. Let's just hit start and see the lap. God, guys, an actual launch. Beautiful. I'm doing this on controller, and so, the manual shifting is not going to be great. I do have a wheel. I just don't have it hooked up right now. We're cutting the track. Oh, no. Cone. Couldn't steer because of the cone. is why you follow track limits, kids. My brain is just telling me to go full throttle. Even this car doesn't like it. You know, even from the race car G-Wagon, 50 to 60 is like pretty much all these cars have when you enter a corner. Any faster and they just understeer like crazy. I guess 50-50 weight distribution means nothing. Crazy amounts of downforce mean nothing. Except I didn't actually go crazy in the downforce on this car. Again, base model bet. You know. I feel like if I try and drive it like a race car, I just spin out. Now let's try. Kind of use the gas to spin the car for you. And then just... Oh no, cone. Cone, leave. Cone. No. How dare you? How is a cone implanted itself in my wheel? This is like full throttle. Let's see, with the cone is this thing that... What? Oh my god, it was slower. Slower. I get there was a cone, but the actual... Oh my god. I had to retry this. I'm not letting that slide. Then to cross the line. In a Clarkson voice, I can't do British accents. Okay, there we are. A 1:21.3. I should say 4, but I see a 3 there, so I'm counting it. I had to, you know, just lock in for a lap and not record that. Well, I was recording, but I'm gonna cut that out. Because that took a while. God. I don't even know if this is faster than the base G-Wagon. Like, I think that might actually be close. Just because, I don't know if it's that I'm on like an Xbox controller instead of the actual, you know, Logitech wheel that I have. This thing is just so hard to, like, get on the throttle and stay under control, especially coming out of a corner. You know, I'm sure I could tune it better, but I'm just gonna leave it at this. What is this, like 11 seconds faster than the 3,000 horsepower model? I think that just speaks for itself. So, little note to you guys out there, do not put a tank engine in your Corvette. It doesn't work. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe.